Season 5 of the NASCAR Hot Wheels Cup Series has been a cesspool of returning tracks, and that streak will continue here today. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Atlanta Motor Speedway for Race 4 in Season 5 of the Hot Wheels Cup Series here on the Arctic Fox Racing Network. Last time out, we saw Shane Van Gisbergen pick up the win at Watkins Glen by leading the last few laps ahead of AJ Allmendinger and Chase Elliott. This track is making its return to the Hot Wheels Cup Series for the first time since season number 2, and Alex Bowman was the last track winner at this place. But it has been a long time since he's picked up a win, so we're going to see who will take home the checkered flag today. Now let's take a look at our drivers to watch for today's race. Up first is one of our in-season tournament competitors, is the rookie sensation Riley Herbst, who holds an advantage over his opponent Ryan Blaney. He sits on pole for today's race. If he can keep his car clean all the way to the checkered flag, he will be guaranteed a spot in the finals. And starting alongside him is the 24 of William Byron, who showed some fast pace in qualifying. He was the fastest in first practice. It's going to be interesting to see how that pace from Hendrick Motorsports can translate to race day. And we've got Ryan Blaney starting in the 4th position behind them. He's currently 10 points behind Shane Van Gisbergen for the points lead. He needs a good run to boost himself back to the top step. And Denny Hamlin, another driver to watch for, starting in the 5th position today on this track that was recently reconfigured to a super speedway. Hamlin has been strong on tracks like this, and this one is going to be no exception. And then we've got Shane Van Gisbergen, who holds a 10-point lead over Ryan Blaney. He's your race 3 winner. He'll be starting in the 5th row today. Now let's take a look at our full starting grid for today's race. A fantastic qualifying effort from Riley Herbst has put him on pole next to William Byron. And it's Kyle Larson in the 5 next to Ryan Blaney in the 12 behind him in row 2. Row 3 sees Denny Hamlin line up next to one of his drivers, Darrell Wallace Jr. Then it's Christopher Bell in the 20 next to Tyler Reddick in the 45. Rounding the top 10 is going to be points leader Shane Van Gisbergen and Austin Cindric, followed by Alex Bowman and defending champion Brad Keselowski. Row 7 sees Joey Logano line up next to Chase Briscoe. Then it's Carson Hocevar in the 77 next to Chase Elliott in the 9. We've got Daniel Suarez in the 99 and Noah Gragson in the 4. Rounding out the top 20 is going to be Ty Gibbs and Kyle Busch. And there's this 40 of Justin Allgaier next to the 71 of Michael McDowell, followed by Ross Chastain and Austin Dillon. In row 13, we've got Connor Zilisch making his first start next to AJ Allmendinger, along with Chris Busch in the 17 and Cody Ware in the 51. And then we've got BJ McLeod next to Zane Smith, followed by the 41 of Cole Costa and the 43 of Eric Jones. And it's the 7 of Justin Haley next to the 21 of Josh Berry, followed by Ryan Preece and Todd Gilliland. And we've got Jonathan Nemechek in the 42 and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the 47. And all by himself in row 20 is going to be the 10 of Ty Dillon. Now we'll take a look at our Microsoft race rundown. It's a 12-lap race around this 1.5 mile long, now super speedway track. This is the semi-finals of our in-season tournament, and like I've said before, our last race was in season number 2. You see the matches on your screen right now. Ryan Blaney up against Riley Herbst, and Shane Van Gisbergen is up against Christopher Bell. Now the pace car is going to duck down to pit road, so drivers come to the restart zone to take the green flag for the first time today. Welcome back to Atlanta Motor Speedway. Down to turn number 1, you see the cars fanning 3 wide down the backstretch. Herbst leads with Larson in 2nd, Hamlin back there in 3rd, and Herbst is going to lead the first lap of the day. You see Bell taking the 3rd position from his teammate. Ryan Blaney up into the 3rd position now. Herbst still holding off Kyle Larson. You see William Byron back there getting up to the 3rd position. 2 laps left in stage number 1 now. And Van Gisbergen back there. Bowman makes it 3 wide. He'll get up into the 4th position. Meanwhile, Larson chasing down Herbst. White flag is stage number 1. Byron's going to try to have a run on the outside of his teammate. Not going to happen. Down the backstretch, he dives to the inside. He's going to inch ahead and clear his teammate. Up front is going to be Riley Herbst to pick up the first playoff point of the race. Back to turn number 1. Now we've got trouble on the front stretch. This Allgaier, Hamlin, Elliott, and Logano is involved late. Yellow flag will fly here on lap number 5. And it looks like Joey Logano is going to be able to drive away from this, but he will have to go down pit road to get some repairs. He was very lucky to not have too much damage on his car, but it is going to affect him though. And we look at the real-time replay. It looked like Allgaier tried to clear earlier coming onto lap number 5. Probably didn't know he was there. Hamlin involved as well. Logano just barely gets damage on the slow motion replay. an unfortunate event for all 4 of these drivers. Hamlin was one of our drivers to watch for with experience on tracks like this. And this is just an unfortunate event to end all these drivers' days early. You see the stage results at the bottom left of your screen. You see Larson, Bell, Byron, and Bowman picking up stage points. There's Logano getting some repairs. And we'll restart just past halfway now. The wreckage is all cleared up, which means we are ready to go back racing. Byron and Herbst lead the field back to the green flag. 2 laps left in stage number 2. Bit of a rocky start for William Byron. Larson gets around him. You see the field fanning out 3 wide. Blaney gets to the inside of Larson. He'll climb into second as we come take the white flag in stage number 2. 12 all over the back of the 35. Bowman back there in third. You see Briscoe making a move on Kyle Larson. Blaney dives to the inside. It's going to be close, but Ryan Blaney wins stage number 2 and picks up another playoff point to add to his score. Now we've got trouble. It's Hocevar, Reddick, and Cindric, and Chris Buescher. Yellow flag will fly with 4 laps to go. And a late yellow will set up a 2-lap restart. On the real-time replay, it looked like Hocevar slid up the track a little bit, got into Chris Buescher. Tyler Reddick had nowhere to go, and Austin Cindric is involved late. An unfortunate event and tough break for Hocevar and Buescher. They were both looking for good days, and this is unfortunately not the way they wanted to end their race. Great job by Keselowski to avoid it. But all 4 of these drivers are going to be sent to the garage. You see the stage results at the bottom of the screen. Briscoe and Larson will pick up stage points. And with only 2 laps left in the race, Riley Herbst still has a chance to upset the in-season tournament finals. Can he get it done? It's time to find out. Green flag is back in the air. 2 laps remaining here in Atlanta Motor Speedway. You see the 35 all over the backbone of the 12. Down the backstretch to the outside. Herbst is not going to get the momentum. Down to the inside. White flag is in the air. Herbst draws even and takes the lead from Ryan Blaney. You see Kyle Larson and Shane Van Gisbergen back there as well. Around turns 3 and 4. Can Larson catch Herbst? No. Rookie Riley Herbst will win here in Atlanta and punch his ticket to the in-season tournament finals against Shane Van Gisbergen. On to the final lap. Riley Herbst tried the outside, but it didn't work out. Off of turn number 4, he had the momentum going to the inside of Ryan Blaney. And at that moment, it was game over for Ryan Blaney's shot at getting 5 bonus points. The rookie sensation will burn it down here in Atlanta. And for the second time this season, we have a first-time winner. As we take a look at our full race results, Ryan Blaney finishing 4th. He will not move on to the in-season tournament finals. You see Connor Zilish finishing 5th. He will make his debut in season number 6. You see Alex Bowman, Ty Gibbs back there, Chase Briscoe with a strong finish. Cole Custer comes home with a strong top 10 finish. William Byron had a tough day. He finishes 11th. You see a lot of drivers here having some tough days. Joey Logano, especially in 28th with that damage from that incident on lap number 5. Reddick, Hocevar, Buescher, Cindric, Hamlin, Elliott, and Norgauer all wrecking out of the race. A tough break for all of these drivers. And we'll take a look at our point standings in a moment, but this is going to have some heavy implications. You see Van Gisbergen now only holds 9 points over Ryan Blaney. It's a bit of a way back to Riley Herbst. You see Daniel Suarez and Brad Keselowski tied for the last playoffs position. Jonathan Nemechek also on 104 points. But Daniel Suarez will get the tiebreaker for having the better finishing position today. Only 3 races remain. And you see the in-season tournament bracket here. Shane Van Gisbergen will go up against Riley Herbst in the in-season tournament finals at New Hampshire. Just a reminder, the driver who finishes ahead of their opponent will be awarded 5 bonus points, which they will carry into the playoffs. Well, that's all the time we have here from the Atlanta Motor Speedway. The in-season tournament finals from the New Hampshire Motor Speedway, also marking the midway point of the season, will be out very soon. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and follow all my socials using the links in the channel's description, because you won't want to miss a single lap of Hot Wheels Cup Series racing action. Congratulations once again to Riley Herbst, and until next time, I'm Arctic Fox, and I will see you all at the finish line. Stay frosty.